Star Trek is coming back in a big way for us this year. Marvel Star Trek Select is our new 7-inch Star Trek line. The Select figures, which are available especially, are going to have the deluxe bases and the interchangeable parts to do different, recreate different scenes from the specific episodes. Space Seed with Kirk and Khan, and Devil in the Dark with Spock and the Horta. So you can switch out the hands and the head and the knee and the legs to make standard Spock, or to have him doing a mind meld with the Horta. Kirk can be jumping here, he can be crouching with the pipe for attacking Khan. There might be some other, might put in some extra pieces to do some other configurations as well. Picard is going to be the next one. I think he's going to focus less on the interchangeable parts and more on articulation and the deluxe base with the Borg parts on it. MiniMates we are bringing back this year after a few-year absence. There will be a full assortment at Specialty and a different assortment at Toys R Us. Different versions of Cisco with Nicole Ducat, different version of Picard with Hugh. The Voyager Mini-Mates are only at Toys R Us, and the original series Kirk and Khan are only going to be at Toys R Us. And the Enterprise is going to be coming out at the same time with the Kirk figure, removable command chair, display base, and the display base on the ship is adjustable, and there's also the opening bridge and Jeffrey's tube. Role play is all coming back this year, so we're bringing back the tribbles, the tricorders, the communicators, the phasers. Our next one is the Disruptor, playing on Disruptor. So it's got 3 different modes. It's got single shot, rapid fire, just hold it down, and this is the disintegration mode. And this tip lights up, and that'll be out, I think, end of this month. And all, like I said, all of our normal role play is out right now. We're working on what the next Trek Tech role play item would be. No decisions made at this point. We're going to launch a line of bus banks. Spock is going to be the first one. Like all of our other bus bank lines, Universal Monsters, Star Wars. We have a Granix slate art plaque coming out, which is a top display, a classic Enterprise picture. We're rolling out reissues of a lot of our ships, as well as new ships. The Enterprise B and the Bright have shipped. The All Good Things D and Enterprise D have already been reissued. We're bringing out new versions of the Enterprise E in Nemesis colors, with Nemesis sounds, but also in First Contact version, which will be slightly more limited. And then we're going to be reissuing the TWAC Rathacon Enterprise and the high-def original series Enterprise as well. And this is a Dragon Models Project Cutaway model of the original series Enterprise. No lights and sounds, but all the interior detail of the ship. And I think that should do it for Star Trek. Let's move over to, we'll come back here, we'll go over to Star Wars maybe. But there are a couple things. You know, it doesn't mean that we're winding down, just so happens we solicited a lot of it. So like the vinyl banks, we've seen a lot of these. Look for homes for these 2 clone troopers, but next up are the Han Solo and Carbonite, quarter scale Yoda, quarter scale Jawa, and the Clone Wars Obi-Wan. After Clone Wars Obi-Wan, we're going to be doing Clone Wars Cad Bane. And they'll both be, go along with our Clone Wars Anakin that's out now. Metal bottle openers, the Death Star's out now, the Millennium Falcon is at Think Geek, and R2-D2 and Han Solo and Carbonite are next. These are solid metal, they're pretty heavy, and they got magnets on the back so you can put them on your fridge. We're importing a bunch of Star Wars items from Xeon in the UK, so they've got tinned mints shaped like the Death Star, and Stormtroopers, and R2-D2. And then they've got these lights and these sound banks. So you got a breathing Darth Vader, where if you put in a coin in, he makes the breathing noise. R2-D2 beeps, and there's an R2-D2 that's interactive. You can plug in your cell phone into the top of it, and after you download an app, you can enter in the key code to unlock it and open it up like a safe. So that's kind of cool. These are all out in the UK, but we're bringing them to the US. Back to the Future. If you've seen our Flux Capacitor prop replica, we're doing the Mr. Fusion. It will also have a smoke-producing device inside it. We're also bringing back the hat. All 4 DeLoreans. There's one that's an Entertainment Earth exclusive, and the Back to the Future ice tray, silicone tray with the light logo and the license plate. Let's see, moving on, Femme Fatales is our line of statues, PVC statues, mostly comic-based. Kabuki and Adam E from Invincible are next. Lady Death is after that in the summer. And our first TV Femme Fatale is coming out soon. That's 7 of 9 from Voyager. And Lenore, our statue, PVC statue is out now, but our bank is next this summer. This is a variant we're looking to sell. And this is the silicone tray. This is her head and the logo. So that'll be out soon. Domo, we have a vinyl bank, a metal bottle opener where you use his teeth to pry open the bottle cap, which is pretty cool, and a pizza cutter where the blade is inside his head and it fits on top, rests on top of his body for storage.
Now is the pizza cutter like a metal blade?
It will be a metal blade. I think that's just prototyped in the same material as the rest of the item. Walking Dead, our first vinyl bust bank, very well. So we're doing one of Michonne's Pet Zombie, and then one of Rick. All of our Walking Dead stuff is based on the comic book. Silicone ice tray is out now. The gelatin mold zombie head is next. Bottle openers are going to be after that. And we've got 2 more series of MiniMates. Series 3 and Series 4 will be coming out this spring. These are the specialty figures in here for 3. These are the Toys R Us exclusive figures for Series 3. Carol with the zombie tagged to the pole, and a new Glenn with shaved head. Series 4 will bring in the Governor and his cronies. This is the pre-meeting the prison team pre-meeting Rick's team Governor. There will be a post that Governor as well. Toys R Us, I believe. And we're also making Lori with her baby Judith, which is, I think, the first Minimate baby we've ever done. And Michonne with her hood and cape. We're also looking into some other Skybound titles. We're going to do Invincible 4-pack for specialty and Thief of Thieves 4-pack for specialty, based on the Robert Kirkman comics. Marvel. We're bringing back 2 classic Marvel Select figures. Green Goblin and Ghost Rider. We found their tools and we're going to reissue them this fall. Our next comic-based Marvel Select is going to be Silver Surfer, classic Silver Surfer with a surfboard display base that you should be able to pose him on. After that, well, before that, any of that, we're going to have the Iron Man 3 Marvel Select figures out in time for the movie. We will also have Wolverine. Don't film the top shelf if you don't mind.
Okay.
We'll also have Wolverine and Thor for their movies, and we'll also have Thor Minimates as well. Iron Man, we will have Minimates. I can get you pictures of those, but those will be coming out around the same time. More metal bottle openers: Punisher, Galactus, Punisher logo, Galactus head, Ghost Rider, Deadpool, Venom, Infinity Gauntlet. Those all join the ones we already have: Thor's Hammer, Silver Surfer. And after the Iron Man Minimates, we've got 2 more series. Series 50 is the fan poll series. That was voted on by visitors to Marvel.com. So Onslaught, Ghost Rider, 2 different. There's a variant of Baron Zemo the First to the Baron Zemo the Second. And Marvel Series 51 is going to be all Marvel now. The rare variant is going to be Maria Hill in that series, and Sauron will appear in both Series 51 and Toys R Us Series 16, which is also Marvel now, and also has 2 figures from AVX, the Phoenix 5. So that's it for Minimates and Marvel. Ghostbusters. We've got the light up firehouse statue, about 7 inches tall, silicone tray with Ghostbusters logo, and gelatin of slime. We also have Stay Puft Tank. So we're going to reissue the vinyl Stay Puft Tank in a 2-foot tall version. It'll be a new, bigger version. Right now it's only about 1 foot tall, and we're going to reissue the Ghostbusters movie Minimates to go along with it. We announced that we have the Aliens license as well. I can't show you anything right now because it's all pending approval, but our 2 specialty figures are going to be Select versions. Are going to be Select versions of Quasimodo with the gargoyle and the King of Fools accessories, and Mr. Hyde with the rooftop. And I have now learned interchangeable parts to turn him back into Dr. Jekyll. Toys R Us will get more bare bones versions. They'll get a mole person with this base, a more basic Quasimodo with a base, and Dr. Jekyll with, I believe, an interchangeable head, so that he could turn into partial Mr. Hyde. Last year's figures will be coming back this year in black and white for the Legacy Series box set, 3-pack. These are the Toys R Us versions. They'll be coming back. And next year, we're going to be releasing a more posable version of the Creature from the Black Lagoon with a new base to specialty, and Son of Frankenstein to specialty. These will all feature new articulation. Those will, we don't know what the Toys R Us figures are going to be just yet. There will be new banks. These are this year's banks, but we'll also have Wolfman and Bride of Frankenstein banks. And the retros aren't here, but we'll have 8-inch Phantom and Metal and a Mutant. Monsters, you may have seen these last year as well, 3 of them anyway. We've added a 4th figure, Uncle Gilbert, and we've broken up the staircase into 4 pieces. So you have to buy all 4 select versions of these figures to get the staircase with Spot underneath. Now, Uncle Gilbert is only going to be available as a select. These 3 will also be available at Toys R Us, I believe, but he'll only be available through previews. We're going to make more versions of the Monsters coach. The color version out now. The black and white version is next, and we're going to do a limited glow-in-the-dark one as a previews exclusive, like the old Aurora model kit. Pathfinder is a very popular RPG right now, if you aren't familiar with it. We're going to be doing another Granix art plaque with Goblin art. We're going to be doing Plush Goblin, which I believe is actually out now. We're going to do a set of mini-mates, 4-pack. Tomb Raider, the new game, comes out very soon, and these are the specialty figures, 6 of the 8 specialty figures for the specialty. So the Tomb Raider and her opponent here, and Battle Damage Tomb Raider and her opponent here are going to be shared with Toys R Us. These 2 figures will each come with a figure that's only available, that's its specialty, and then there'll be 2 more 2-packs at Toys R Us that I can't tell you about. Some of the characters from the game haven't been revealed yet. If you could, don't film what's in the corner on the floor, thank you. The Knight Rider car is out now. The car license plate is coming soon. The Knight Rider car with Michael Knight is coming to Entertainment Earth next month. And then after that, we're going to be doing the Super Pursuit mode kit. So it'll have new sounds and lights to go along with the Super Pursuit mode parts that are on him. He doesn't transform, but he will have specific turbo Super Pursuit mode sounds, and the voice of William Daniels, I believe, saying them. So it'll be just like this one with the features and the dialogue. William Daniels. I think this has been switched to try me mode. Play, try.
I am the voice of Light Industry 2000's microprocessor, KITT for easy reference. Kit if you prefer.
So expect most of the same dialogue plus some additional dialogue in the Super Pursuit mode version.